Yeah, disappointment. I think the most disappointing thing was we had control of the game, and going in that last quarter, we were really confident that we could do the job and finish off, but it wasn't to be. And I guess you could see the positives out of it. I think we've come a long way in 12 months, and but still very disappointed that we let that one go.
What was the difference in the last quarter, do you think? Was there more experienced bodies and guys that had probably 4 or 5 pre-seasons compared to your young ones?
Yeah, I think so. That might have been one of the factors, but I think a lot of our crucial mistakes, a lot of errors that we made sort of in the back half in particular really cost us goals, and we had an opportunity going forward and we probably wasted the ball a little bit too much rather than sort of getting it into the guys that were on fire at that stage.
When you say you've come a long way in 12 months, he's talking in comparison with round 1 last year?
Yeah, absolutely. I think even in the last 2 years, I think that we've had, I'm not sure on the stats, but we've been belted both times. So to come out and to be in the lead at 3/4 time and to be in a position to win the game and let that one slip was disappointing, but I think you can see a lot of positive signs.
Did you feel under pressure in the first half? Did you feel as though the Blues perhaps didn't take their chances?
Yeah, that was another thing. They let us into the game early on. They could have capitalised on a few of their opportunities, but that's football and that wasn't to be. They didn't kick the goals, so and we did, fortunately, so that probably kept us in the game a little bit more too.
What did you make of the start of the first occasion? I guess both teams sort of lost a player, sort of through injury, I guess. What did you make of it overall?
Yeah, I think it's one of those ones that'll probably sort itself out. It was our first go at it, and there was one stage there where we were pretty tall compared to the Carlton forward line because of Jared Waite going off and not coming back on. But I think that's football and that's going to happen. I certainly felt the pinch, but whether that was the rule or not, I think it was just the round 1 intensity and that sort of thing getting hold of my body. But yeah, I think that's you're just going to have to wait and see how it pans out throughout the season.
Did you have fewer rests than you normally would?
Not sure. I have to have a look, but there were a couple of times where I was sort of left on the ground and looking for a bit of a spell. But no, I think it sorted itself out, and obviously Nathan Foley going down and with his illness, we're probably fortunate enough to bring on Dan Connors, which is a worthy replacement.
Are you sort of aware how you probably were how sick Nathan had been during the week?
Yeah, definitely. I think he missed one of the sessions and had to stay home and try and get himself right. But he looked okay before the game, and I sort of went over and just to check on him to see how he was. Said he was going okay and felt okay, but he's always probably going to say that before a game. But I think it was just one of those things. It was really unfortunate for Nathan because he's had a really good pre-season. He's finally got his body into the shape that he wants it to be. Gets himself right for round 1 and then has that little setback. So hopefully he can just rest up and get himself right for next week.
Conker seemed to pick up the tempo really well. He looks like he belongs already at this level.
Yeah, he does. He's a really confident player and a confident kid. He reads the game really well. He uses the ball really well and takes the game on from the back half. And I think that's what we're looking for and the fans want to see. Along with a lot of the other boys, Brad Helbig and Jake Batchelor are also really impressive. They look like they're going to be some really good players going forward. And Basher Hooley and Sean Grigg look really good too, sort of providing some offensive runs. So, no, I think there were some pleasing signs in that regard.
Jack did well, but he looks like he could still do with a hand down there. What's the plan?
Jack started off really well, and he looked like he's sort of taking off from where he left off from last year. So he still needs a hand. He needs a couple of big boys to sort of put their hand up and take the pressure off a little bit. I think that's what Tyrone Vickery is going to do going forward, and also we've got Jaden Post and Brad Miller that can come in and obviously Big Griffith. So hopefully they can come in throughout the season and take the pressure off a little bit more.
Do you remember a feeling last night, maybe half time, sort of here we go again, we're 4 or 5 down, it could have been a bit more of a Carlton kick straight? Was there anything sort of said half time how important it was to not get
Yeah, I think that was a thing. I think that was the difference, and I think 12 months ago we probably would have had that feeling, and there certainly wasn't any of that sort of feeling at half time. We felt as though Carlton had their opportunities and they didn't take it, and we thought that at some stage throughout the game we'd get ours, and the message was at half time we would get our opportunity, just make sure we nail it, and we did that in the third, and we started getting a good run on. And I think we proved that we can string 4 and 5 goals together and get ourselves back into the game at any cost.